Hello, it is Friday, May 20th, 2022. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Friday puzzle today, so it's our first of two themeless puzzles for the week. And maybe a little bit more difficult than what we've been solving the last few days. And this potentially slightly more difficult edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Josh Lucas, Trash Snack, and, as always, the inestimable Hood Monster and the invaluable Timothy Mark. So thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. If you'd like to join their ranks and get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug, you can find that at patreon.com/dailysolve. And, of course, if you back at any level, you can get access to all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date and the new ones that go up each week. And it's Friday, which means today I'm due to solve the next round of mini crosswords. And I'll try and do an additional bonus video today as well. So look forward to that. And what else? Of course, you can join the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Anyone can join that. And you get an extra channel if you're a Patreon subscriber. And you can subscribe to the channel. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the YouTube channel. I do appreciate that. It will help I don't know, make this channel more algorithmically attractive to YouTube or whatever that does. Okay, so let's move on to the puzzle itself. This is, as I said, of course, a Friday puzzle. So it's themeless, a themeless Friday puzzle, and it was constructed by Hal Moore, who has constructed a large handful of puzzles, around 10 puzzles, I think, for the New York Times, and it was edited, as always, by Will Shortz. So let's get going. Prefix with directional, bidirectional, unidirectional, monodirectional? Up there, you might say. Old? Omnidirectional, yes, of course. All directions. Stock exchange. So the question mark indicates this is some sort of pun or bit of wordplay, and you'd read stock exchange and you'd usually think a market on which shares of companies are sold. But I suspect this will actually refer to livestock, to animals. So what does this mean? Not sure, actually. Oh, an exchange, right. So both words are actually being punned a bit. So an exchange meaning a conversation. So perhaps ma's, in other words, the sounds sheep make when they, I don't know, they could be having an exchange with one another by mawing back and forth. Perhaps maybe that's what's going on here. A sumo wrestler is called a mawashi. I don't know, actually. And what about this? Spot remover? Question mark. So another bit of pun or wordplay. We do find on the themeless puzzles, it is not unusual to have a higher than typical proportion of pun-ish answers. Unable to perform operations. Incapacitated, incapable, I'm not sure. It'll be something more specific than that, but I'm not sure what. I don't know. Let's keep going. Border could be an edge, could be other things. Weisshorn, e.g., is that one of the Alps, I think, actually. So border could be a butt, as in to border something, to be next to it. Astronomer Thomas, for whom a comet is named. I'm not sure. It's obviously not Edmund Halley, for whom Halley's comet is named. What about this? Not yet delivered in utero. Not yet delivered in the sense of a newborn, not yet delivered. So not yet a newborn, I suppose, technically. Status on a conservationist's red list. Status. Endangered or threatened? Yes, that's one of the statuses, one of the sort of species endangerment status is threatened before it's endangered. Okay, so what is this? A sumo wrestlers is called a mawashi. What is this? Cloth. A loincloth? Oh, maybe this... Oh, right. Why didn't I think of moose before I thought of moss? That's very strange. Yes, a stock exchange, livestock, in this case cows, not sheep or whatever I was thinking. So moose. And then here we have a loincloth for the sumo wrestler. Great. Okay. This is all looking good. Spot remover and... Oh, the astronomer, of course. And then what about this? Prophetic. Oracular? Presaging? Not really sure. I don't really think you'd use that in the same way you'd use prophetic. What about this? U.S. locale that when said quickly sounds like a cheer. I suppose Oahu. Wahoo, you might sort of elide it to sound like Oahu in Hawaii, in the state of Hawaii. Okay, unit equal to 907.2 kilograms. I'm not sure. That's interesting. What about this? Velvet-voiced Mel Torme, singer. It blanked to me. It occurs to me that the answer to this clue is occurs. Catherine of Schitt's Creek would be Catherine O'Hara, the great comic actor. And non-coffee Starbucks order. Oh, I see. Chai, as in spiced tea. Sort who refuses to answer. I'm not sure. It's probably very obvious, but I don't see it. Candle holders, sometimes. Something with an S at the end. They're rigged, masts on a ship. You could have a mast rigged for sails. Okay, what about this again? Prophetic. What is this? Oh, prescient. There we go. Yes. It was a prescient prediction, I suppose you could say. Political... and highway exit sign. Highway exit sign. I'm not sure. Spot remover, close. This could be close or close. Shut. Close a door. Shut, maybe? Close? This doesn't look right. Close. Oh, wait. Oh, these are both close and close. Oh, look at that. Close a deal, sign a deal. That doesn't work. An I is strange. Not sure. I'm probably missing something obvious. I'll move on for the time being. Board game set on an island. Catan, the Settlers of Catan. Has the name of that game been shortened to simply Catan at this point? It's a board game in which you trade resources, I think, to sort of build... forget exactly how it works, but I think you trade resources and build up towns and things like that. Spot remover. Something... dot something? Spot dot? There's a question mark, so it is... At least one of these words is being used in a sort of punny way. Mahjong. It's the tile-based game of Chinese origin. And unable to perform operations. Incomplete? Doesn't seem quite right. Like the only member of the like only one member of the Supreme Court in its history, Sonia Sotomayor, Hispanic. There we go. As seen in chemistry class. And again, we have a question mark indicating pun or wordplay. As seen in chemistry class. What does that mean in chemistry class? Arsenic? Ah, yes, AS is the chemical symbol for arsenic. AS. Sorry, I just thought arsenic sort of fits in here and it's chemically related, but why is that the answer? Well, it's because AS, it must be the chemical symbol. Okay, great. Very clever. Solver's reactions. Ahas, there we go, yes. Need more of those today. Lead into call. Robocall, perhaps? That's a real increasingly common phrase to describe computerized spam calls. Word with happy or rush hour, happy hour or rush hour. Pokemon that ultimately evolves into Alakazam. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. Browse, say. Surf the web or something? That fits, actually. Oh, this could be abra. I wonder if that's right, because that's a sort of magical word, like abracadabra. And if it becomes Alakazam, that also sounds like that it's also a sort of common magical word. So I bet that's the answer, actually. That's a good clue in that even if you don't have any sort of knowledge of these things, you can sort of infer through crosses what this might be without needing to get every single possible cross just by context. That's a well-constructed clue about a very specific area of knowledge that I suspect most people solving this won't know offhand. Unable to perform operations. Why don't I see what this is? That's very frustrating. What about this? Vulnerable area, soft. Soft what? And then what is this again? Oh, intemperate, unable to perform operations? No, that's not right. Oh, innumerate. That's why it's operations. Mathematical operations. You're innumerate. You don't have facility with numbers, so you're unable to perform mathematic operations. There we go. And to close a door is to shut a door. So that is correct. But then what? Close. Oh, close is nigh. The end is nigh. The end is close. And a spot remover. Okay, I'm not surprised I didn't get this, but it's very clever. A spot remover is a dog napper, as in Spot, the sort of archetypal name for a dog, pet dog. Dog napper is a spot remover. Very clever. Ah, an astronomer Thomas, for whom it comes his name, Thomas Bopp. Okay, sure. The Hale-Bopp comet. I didn't really have that at front of mind, and I don't think I knew Thomas Bopp's full name, but there we go. That rings a bell now that I see it. Okay, great. So at least that northwestern section of the grid has been filled, so we can move on. Causing a boom, maybe. Supersonic, sonic boom. Digital alternative would be a print, as in a print newspaper, as opposed to an online newspaper. Oh, unit equal to 907.2 kilograms. A short ton? I certainly would not have known the kilogram equivalent of this. I mean, I don't even really know what a short ton is typically used to measure, but it is a unit of weight of which I am aware. Okay. Literature's Napoleon, e.g. Oh, a pig from Animal Farm, the George Orwell character. Okay. Oh, a vulnerable area would be a soft target, I suppose. And to seek advancement through flattery would be to curry favor. There we go. And monster's opposite. Monster, in this case, not as a noun, but as an adjective. That thing is monster. It's huge. Or it's teeny. It's small, the opposite. And WNB, a great Weatherspoon. Well, you'll be shocked to learn I don't know this sports answer. Presumably unrelated to the UK pub chain. Improvise on stage is to riff. And San Francisco's, I do know this, San Francisco's Nob Hill. It's a neighborhood in San Francisco. Traditionally well-to-do neighborhood, in fact. Blank term test for divergence calculus concept. nth term? That's my guess. I don't know. I don't really remember my calculus well enough to be certain of this, but that's my guess. Nth term? Maybe. We'll have to check the crosses. Specialization. High chair features. Trays? All right, so this is plausible. Ambulatory aids. So ambulatory, you're walking. So what is this? Not sure. Probably ends with an S though, because aids is plural. Oh, Therese or Teresa could be either of those. I'm not sure which. For the WNBA Great Witherspoon. Grammy winner for 1983's Flashdance. What a feeling. Irene Carr? I've actually never seen this, but or heard it, I suppose. Is it a song from Flashdance? I actually don't even know. I've never seen that, is what I meant to say. But I know the name Irene Carr, and it fits in the crosses, so I suspect that's the answer. Specialization and 99 Luftballon singer. Oh, I'm going to embarrass myself here. I can't remember how to pronounce her name, but Nane? I'm not sure. Sorry, I apologize. Oh, this isn't surf the... Oh, no wonder I couldn't get some of these acrosses. Browse say isn't surf the web, it's surf the net. There we go. Because this looked very strange. Having an SBE just looked weird. So blank noche tonight, Spanish. Este noche? And so, yes, specialization could be a niche. There we go. And then ambulatory aids are canes. Okay, there we go. Aids in walking. And I probably would have gotten that earlier if I hadn't had this surf the web net mix-up. Cousin of an aardwolf is a hyena. That seems very plausible. And the WNBA Great Witherspoon is Teresa, not Therese. Okay. Italian nickname that omits Al. Fredo, as in Fredo Corleone from The Godfather. Manet called him the painter of painters. Why can't I place this? That's infuriating. It's right on the tip of my tongue. But I'll need a cross to jog my brain. Big name in fashion footwear. I'm not sure. Unlikely match could be an odd couple, maybe. And source of something could be the root. Charade would be an act. And highly exaggerated and subjective as journalism. Gonzo journalism is the genre of journalism most famously associated with Hunter S. Thompson, in which he sort of would insert himself into the narrative and veer wildly off topic and get into all kinds of subjective descriptions of situations, and then in doing so paint a picture with dynamics that are fascinating and strange. Small flaw could be what? My first thought was nits, as in nitpicking. But that's plural. Small flaw. A nick, maybe? As in a nick or a scratch? Underwater forest. Oh, kelp, of course. Sorry. Its website has a fantasy page. Oh, fantasy sports, maybe. So ESPN, perhaps? That seems plausible. Holds gingerly, maybe, would be cups. And we looked up here at all. Oh, only one word country that contains all 5 vowels. Well, I don't think I've ever seen this fact observed before. That's interesting. Mozambique. Look at that. Yeah. Wait. No, Mozambique. Sorry, I misspelled it. I was thinking there's no A in that. Yes, Mozambique. There we go. A-E-I-O-U. Very interesting. And it has them all exactly once, which is sort of a little bonus. Okay. Plank of Citium, philosopher who founded Stoicism. Is it Zeno of Citium? Best Picture winner in 2022. Oh, Coda. And Doctrines. Dogmata? What is the... contending. It could be in it. You're in the game. You're contending. Keen could be avid, an avid reader, a keen reader. Germans call it Genversie. Genversie. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm sorry. Genversie. What is this? Oh, is it Geneva? Basel, Geneva? I have no idea what's going on here. Sort who refuses to answer. A clam, I suppose, metaphorically. And candle holders, sometimes. The political arena, sometimes people use to refer to the kind of daily political battles. And highway exit sign. I don't really know what that is. Oh, gas. Right. So this is Geneva. Okay. Amazingly, I didn't get that by just thinking, well, gas is a common thing to be advertised at highway exits. It was because I thought maybe this is Geneva, which I really think it is now. Lake Geneva. Lake Geneva. Right. That makes more sense than trying to combine another town in the same sort of region. Candle holders sometimes. Cakes. That makes sense. And let's see. Oh, Velasquez. I never came back to this. Velasquez. Manet called him the painter of painters. Oh, well, and what is this? Oh, not Irene Cara. Irene Cara, I suppose. Aldo. Big name in fashion footwear. I hope that's right. And kind of garden is a Zen garden. Okay, great. No, not right. Okay, what did I do wrong? Is this Irene Cara? That's something else. Okay, what did I mistake here? Sorry about this. Let me just do my. This is maybe, I don't know, once a month maybe this happens. Let me just run through the puzzle and see if I can spot any obvious misspellings, which sometimes does occur. What was this? Oh, mahjong, right, sorry. So I'm not even looking at the clues right now. I'm just looking for anything that seems out of place because that's very often what goes wrong. Soft target. Irene Cara. I think that is probably right. Velasquez, that looks right. Esta. Noche, tonight. Nina. That looks better. Okay, there we go. Yes. The other one, Nene, that's a bird, I guess. Okay, there we have it. Sorry about that. I apologize for that extra time there. All right, so there's our puzzle. That was a classic sort of Friday themeless puzzle. It was no pushover, I would say. And some very clever cluing in here, as seen in chemistry class, is very, very subtle because, of course, the capital A is camouflaged by being the first letter of the clue. So a very subtle little bit of wordplay there. I really thought the pun initially, the question mark, I thought was going to pertain to scene or something like that. What else was causing a boom maybe for supersonic is very good. Oh, and spot remover being dog napper is extremely clever. And again, the question mark, the pun indicator, there's so many things that spot could be that it just took me ages. It took me until I basically had all the crosses to understand spot was being used as a dog's name. It's a very good clue. Let's see, what else? I don't know. It was a good, wide-ranging, themeless puzzle, I think. Let me know how you fared with it and if you found it particularly difficult or anything else. And now, let's discuss some clues from yesterday's puzzle, because I do have several of those set aside today. Yellow Jacket got in touch to say, Frederick Pohl was a Golden Age science fiction writer who wrote several novels with C.M. Kornbluth, including, is that Kornbluth or Kornbluth? Kornbluth. A little kerning issue there. Who wrote several novels with C.M. Kornbluth, including The Space Merchants. He had a renaissance in the 1970s with such novels as Gateway and Man Plus. So thank you, Yellow Jacket, for that. And quite a few people noted the meaning of home ice. So apologies to anyone whose comment I didn't read, but the first one I saw from Richard Lorenzen explains, home ice refers to a hockey team playing in their home arena, i.e. their home ice. So thank you to Richard Lorenzen and everyone else who commented on that. Similarly, quite a few people commented about pound cake. So again, the first one that was left on the comments was from James Dickey, who explained pound cake is a pound of flour, a pound of butter, a pound of sugar, and a pound of eggs. Did not realize that the pound cake name was so instructive and pithy. So thank you to everybody who commented on that, including James Dickey. And finally, a funny observation by Michelle McBride-Charpentier. This isn't so much a sort of correction per se, although you could argue it's a correction to the clue as opposed to my understanding of the answer. There was a clue that referred to a Yellow Pages category between two answers, and what we ended up with was sound systems and spas being adjacent to each other. But Michelle McBride-Charpentier points out souvenir and novelty shops is an actual Yellow Pages category that would appear alphabetically between sound systems and spas. So I assume you determined this by actually looking up Yellow Pages categories and seeing what might appear between those. And I appreciate that you took that effort for the purpose of this comment. So thank you for that. And that is all I had for today's comments from yesterday's clues. So thank you to everybody who left those. I always appreciate them. And once again, thanks to everybody who backed the Patreon campaign. I've realized I've fallen out of the habit of thanking people at the end of these videos, which I really should do because I really do appreciate it enormously. So thank you to everybody who has done that. And thanks to everybody who's subscribed to the channel. And thank you to you for making it to the end of this video. I'll be back tomorrow for the Saturday crossword, perhaps an even more difficult themeless puzzle. So do join me for that. But until then, please have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.